Hello there everybody, I'm Bonkerz and this is going to be my second video ever for the YouTubes. And today we're just going to be self-analyzing a replay of me versus a Zerg on Antigua Shipyard. This is for my benefit and for yours. I'm just going to be trying to find things that I may have done bad and I want to do better next time, so this is going to help me get better too. I hope you guys like this sort of thing, and if not, then I don't know. I'm sorry. But so yeah, let's get into this and we'll see how it goes. So the map is Antigua Shipyard. I'm playing Maddelisk from Absolute Legends, except I think that team is gone now. She was on Quantic, I think. She's just some like mid to high master Zerg from Sweden actually. But let's get into this game. I say hi, good luck, have fun. No. Standard spiel. And at this stage of the game, there's not really much going on. Building my depot. But I took the feedback you guys gave me from my last tutorial, and my next tutorial will be better, I promise. Building the barracks. A little bit faster. This is like super slow. Scouting. The closest base, scouting first. It looks like I'm going to be doing a 1-rax FE. Alright, that which is usually my standard go-to build. I do have some 13 gas builds, but 1-rax FE is my jam. I'll slow it down now. So just doing the drone scout, trying to deny that. Throw down my expansion. Now we can see something in the production tab up here that's a little bit weird. She's building 6 Zerglings. They usually don't do that. That's usually something that you want to do when you want to apply pressure, or do something a little bit cheeky, as our European friends would say. But like, so now she's building 4 more, so she's going up to 10 lings really fast. And we're seeing that in our harvester count. I'm up a worker, which Terran really shouldn't ever be up workers versus Zerg. But because she invested into those 12 lings, I am. I have no idea this is coming. Actually, I saw 6 lings, which is why my marine's in the base. But I didn't know she built 4 more after that, which is even weirder. I did get 2 gas before depot, which is going on here, and we're seeing these 6 lings come out, and they don't even finish that CV. So right now, these 6 lings haven't done very much. But there's still a lot of potential to do more. So the key right here, like, my thought process is, okay, there are lings attacking my command center. Now, if they attack it and do damage, that doesn't matter. What does matter is that command center lives. Alright, that's the only important thing. As long as it lives, I'm in good shape, without losing too many SCVs. So if we go back into the game here, we're seeing my response. I'm getting a reactor in my barracks, still playing normal. I pull 3 SCVs with my 3 marines to come and try to take care of these slings. Get an SCV on the command center right away. Right now, total damage is, if we look at units lost, I've lost my scouting SCV and 1 marine. And he's lost, or she has lost like 10 Zerglings-ish. So this is definitely a better trade for me. And we can see in the harvest account, she's only 2 workers up and I have mules. It's a relatively even game, but that did not put me behind at all, that pressure she did there. Building my bunker in a place where I could wall off right here, and Zerglings can only really hit right here, so I can repair from the back. And it looks like I'm going to be making some Hellions, which is always a good choice, right? Let's go back on my view. I really don't like that thing at the top. We don't need it, I don't think. So, looks like Hellion Banshee. I'm going to be throwing down my tech lab soon, probably. Not much going on right now, so I'm going to go a little bit faster. Now we can see, due to the power of Zerg, she is already 10 workers up on me. But mineral income were roughly the same, just because meals are good. Building Hellions, building 2 workers at a time. At this stage of the game, I have my first 2 Hellions out, so I have map control, alright? I need to be checking her third when I go in, and then I need to be poking up here to see, like, what does she have? How many queens does she have? Does she have these 2 gases? And really just trying to take account on units and drones. If she has no drones here, then she's probably stalking larva for some sort of huge, like, roach push, or, like, doing something. This is a thinking man's game, so we need to really utilize these Hellions and make sure that we're thinking when we're going around with them. At the same time, though, you have to make sure you're not getting supply blocked, that you're macroing properly, because no matter how much damage you do with Hellion Banshee, if you're not macroing properly with it, then they can just come right back, if that makes sense. Like, if I kill 30 drones, but I have 2,000 minerals, she's going to have the same amount of units as me, because I have 2,000 minerals. So, we've really got to really have to focus on our mechanics if you're going to do Hellion Banshee, while at the same time thinking about what they're doing. Alright, so these Hellions should be moving forward, to go scout. Slowly but surely they're gone. So I see creep. I do go check the third. Yeah, I go check the third. I don't see anything there. It's 7 minutes and 30 seconds. I see a roach warren. I see a queen. I see 2 queens. I see no link speed. I see double gas. No link speed by this point's kind of late, kind of scary. And then the double gas means that she's probably going up to layer tech. Although I did not see a gas inside of her main earlier, so it could be something else. Back at home in the production center, we're actually just going up to 3 barracks before my 3rd command center. After 1 Banshee, I swapped the factory and the starport. And this is a little bit safer version of Hellion Banshee. This way I'm in pretty good shape against almost everything. I can hold a lot more stuff doing it this way than going 3rd command center before anything else. I also do get double eBay before my 3rd. So I see her roaches here. I see her moving out. I use my Hellion or my Banshee just to say no. Look at harvest account. It's a relatively even game. I might be a little bit behind as far as income goes. And I'm really just not getting supply blocked. That's the goal here. Don't get supply blocked. I have 400 minerals. I'm going to throw down my 3rd CC while I have 3 barracks, 1 factory, 1 starport, and double eBay. That's when I throw down my 3rd using this build. It's taking forever for the SV to get there. I go up to 1-1. I start getting these 2 gases. This gas was late. My 3rd gas was late. The key here, well, let's focus. Okay. So I scan and I see this many roaches. This is going to prompt me to, I know right now this is an all-in. She's going to do some sort of pressure. And you can tell from the drone counts. This is not a fully saturated base. Alright? That one, like, is saturated. But her natural is not saturated. You should be able to tell this. That's missing some drones. So, and I see all these roaches, meaning she's pressuring. She's coming at me. I have seen the lair. So, I know she's got a lair, and I know she's pumping roaches. So that makes me think, okay, speed roaches, Nidus roach queen all in, maybe Hydra roach all in. Those are all possibilities at this point. It kind of takes fast mutas out of the game, though, with this many roaches. Because what, that's 16 roaches, and then is it 25 gas per? So, that's a lot of gas and roaches. I'm not going to do math, I'm stupid. So I go into double reactors, and we'll see how I respond to this. I do get siege right away from my siege tanks, which will really help against something like this. And I throw down a few more bunkers, because I know what she's doing. I know she has to do some damage to really make this pressure pay for itself. So I see the roaches coming. I do have siege tech almost done. Siege tech is done, so I do have a siege tank. Which makes you pretty safe against something like this. With a wall like this, you can't really just run to it and snipe it. My SimCity's been relatively good this game. We do see she's going into really fast infestation pit following this before 3rd. So this is pretty all in. This is a 2 base right here. I did build the turret because I knew burrow was probably coming as well. Or I knew burrow was a possibility. I didn't know it was coming. But you gotta prepare for all the possibilities. My siege tanks need to be positioned a little bit better. They're a little off this game. This guy should probably be up here a little bit more, and this guy should be like here, probably. The thing to note here, though, is she just really didn't pay for that. She's behind in upgrades. Well, not as behind as she should be because my gas is late. That's something I really need to work on, is making sure these gases are on time because my +1 armor was never started. But she's still a little bit behind in upgrades. Now she's kind of saturated this base. And we're kind of looking at a relatively normal game from here on out. It is Antigua though, so Zergs like to do weird stuff on this map to avoid the late game stuff. Because it's hard for them to take a fourth. Which I get. So right now, I'm just kind of trying to get these roaches off the map and trying to secure my third. Because I know I can secure my third now. I've totally nullified her attack. She's gone. So I can take my third. I'm throwing down 2 more Raxes down here, trying to get my infrastructure ready for a 3 base income. And that's the goal here, is to get my infrastructure ready for a 3 base income. Just trying to clear some creep, push her back. Not lose any Hellions. And with the Banshee, I'm focusing the weak roaches. We look at income. I am a little bit behind, but I do have 3 mules. In the gas income, like these gases need saturated right away. The fact that they're not is bad. It's really hurting me. As you can see, I'm floating a lot of minerals, just don't have the gas I need. With that gas, I could have my armory down right now. I could be getting +2/+2. This gas needs saturated significantly faster. That's a huge blunder and something that I just can't do. But we're basically seeing her third go down, my third go down. I mean, she's looks like a little bit ahead. I guess I got supply block too much. 6 workers should not pay for her for her all-in thing though. So I'm guessing that's my fault. I guess I got supply blocked a little bit or cut SCVs for a little bit. I'm cutting SCVs right now, as we can see, which is never good. I do have mules though, so mules are pretty imba. I'm only down a little bit in econ though, because I have 3 mules. But just trying to do some damage with this Banshee. Okay, now let's talk about this Banshee. We're gonna call him Todd. Todd is very important when you're doing Hellion Banshee builds, alright? Todd is what lets me take my expansion. But you never want to lose Todd early on. If you lose him too early and you lose your Hellions, then you cannot take your third safely, because the Zerg will be able to just like mass lings. Like, if you don't have your Hellions and your Banshees, it's really hard to secure third because you're on very little infrastructure. Usually you're on 1 barracks, 1 factory, and 1 starport. So that's why this Banshee needs to live for a while. But at this stage in the game, I have my infrastructure up. I've got 5 barracks up, I've got a 1 factory, and I've got a starport up. This guy isn't as necessary. So I can go ahead and start trying to do some damage with him. But earlier on, I don't like to really risk my Banshee that much because if I lose him, it can really screw me over. That's when I try to take my third. If we do look at the army supply though, I am ahead against a Zerg, which is always a good thing. So I've had 13 kills with that. Now I'm ahead in econ once I drop mules. Go a little bit faster. So this guy's a hero though, 16 kills. And then I see the infester, I get fungled. That dude was totally worth it. Ling speed at 15 minutes, nothing new. And I'm pushing out. I think I am anyways. While taking my third. My third saturation was actually late. I needed to transfer SCVs significantly faster. Now this is looking like a pretty deadly push here. I see stuff down here attacking that. I see a drone. So I'm thinking that there's a base down there. I get some free units, I'm not going to complain. And I've got my Hellions over here. So I thought there's a base up there, but there's not. And I throw in my Hellions. That was probably not the best idea. So there's no base. I scan over there and scan over there to try to find it. That was a waste of scans. I have some army over here. I'm supply blocked. I'm not building any supply depots, which is a really, really big deal. And I'm trying to spread out Maddelisk. I'm just trying to drop while attacking. Make it be in 2 places at once. And here's the... We're going to see an oh crap moment here. Here in a second. I'm getting in a really sick position with a really nice concave. There's going to be an oh crap moment, don't worry. And here's the oh crap moment, everyone. She has Broodlords, and I'm not in a good spread at all. This is very, very bad for me. I am trying to do some damage. I forced a cancel down here. Killing some drones where I can. And I'm starting to get Vikings, getting Marines. I need more infrastructure right now. I'm taking my 4th at the gold. And this is going to be really, really hard for me to hold, really, really hard for me to be able to stop this sort of, like, very fast Broodlords off of 3 bases. The reason she was able to get these Broodlords so fast is she kind of cut infestors a bit. She only got 4, and she got an infestation pit really fast. So I could have pushed, there was like a 3-minute timing where I could have pushed before she hit Broodlords, and she would have not been able to hold it, if that makes sense. And we'll look at that after this game is over. We'll take a look at that timing I could have hit. So here are the Broodlords. She's significantly ahead in supply, 103 to 70. And for me to hold this, it's really going to take kind of a blunder from her, to be honest. That's what this is going to take for me to hold this. I am in a really good concave, perfect concave, and this is looking alright for me. Mass Marine versus Mass Ling, when Ling's in, Marines on even upgrades, is pretty good for Marines. And she really doesn't have the econ to get tons of Corruptors with this, so she's only got like Broodlords, and I'm able to hold there. Realistically, I think if she had all 3 of these all 5 of these infestors here, and she fungled properly, I don't think I can hold that. But one thing again is wrong is like even upgraded Marines versus even upgraded Zerglings always go for the Marines. Almost, like, always. We saw me almost lose there just because I didn't scout this Greater Spire, so I got behind. But we're going to look at a timing here where I could have hit and killed her. So if we're looking at this game, this is following the Roach All-In, okay? So every second after the Roach All-In, my army is just getting bigger and bigger compared to hers, because she's building drones, alright? And she's teching really hard. She's getting a Spire, a Hive, and infestors, and an infestation pit all at the same time, off of a 2-base economy. So she's like really, really cutting units here. We're going to see my army just keep getting bigger and hers stay at 37. That's after she builds these 4 infestors. 57, 53, 60. So I'm having timings here where I'm 10 supply up on a Zerg army. Ideally, right here, like, it would be Marine, Tank, Marauder versus slow Lings and Roaches and 4 infestors. So what this is really teaching me is, like, when I see the slow Lings, where's that gas going? She's teching really, really hard, and I need to scan the main, especially this late. Earlier, she didn't have Ling speed because she was getting so many Roaches so fast, but this late in the game, she should have it, and the reason she doesn't is because she's teching really, really hard, and she got Hive before speed. So that's something I really need to take note of, and right now, if I push, I win. There's no way she holds us with half of her army being slow speedlings. against bio and medvacs. Especially if I would have had these gases saturated the whole time. That was really rough. That's basically this game. I hope you guys learned something. I learned some stuff. Please give me feedback. Subscribe to me on YouTube. Follow me on Twitch. Twitch.tv/Bonkerz1. Just let me know how this is going. Let me know if you like this sort of thing. If you don't like it, maybe I won't upload them. And have a great day. Thanks, guys.